Welcome to Pokemon Let's Play Retrospective. We are back. Oh, there's F. Oh, Cynthia or something is back. And he gives us dive. Obviously we need that. Cynthia we cannot beat with the Pokemon we have. But we can just try battle F for now. I don't know, I don't think I battled him often, so I don't know what he has besides a starter Pokemon. He leads off with Pheasant like always. Level 62. That's a massive jump up from the last time. Let's handle it with Brave Bird. We will receive another attack IV, don't we? Oh, we avoided this. Can we... Let's see how much return does. Oh, it outspeeds us, so his Pokemon did improve. But the facade from that thing will do nothing. It's a solid 2-hit KO. Sadly, because Braviary fainted so often, we have a disadvantage that almost no longer do the maximum damage they used to. It goes for another facade, and it took down. After all these years he managed to defeat our Braviary. Braviary really let himself go, but here we see the average jump in experience again. It's not as significant as in the previous game, but it's still a big jump, big enough jump to notice a difference. Can we one-shot it somehow? Should I switch to Masuda to take the damage, or should I? Yeah, I will let Masuda handle this. Flygon. Flygon may be a problem because it has Earthquake for obvious reasons. But can we take it out with Snake? Snake is really a lot weaker, but maybe we can. Oh, it has Fire Blast, never mind. Okay. Maybe Zoroark can do something. It will attack us with Earthquake, I'm certain. Should I try to Nasty Plot or should I go for the Night Days? I think we can go immediately for the Night Days. That's a solid 2-hit KO. If we Nasty Plot, we could have one-shotted. And we did survive the Earthquake, so maybe I should have set up, but now it's too late. Well, at least now I know that Zoroark needs a boost before being able to take on something that powerful. You are going for the physical attack, I hope. So I will switch out Zoroark and go to Extrachad. Megahorn. I did not expect that. We take it. If he were to Earthquake, I think we would not be able to tank it. Let's go for Earthquake here. So if we for some reason are knocked out, we can switch to Zoroark and one-shot it. So how much does it do? Yeah, it's enough to one-hit KO us. So he's quite a dangerous foe. What do I do? He will go for Earthquake, I think. Let me restore Chad to full health. Well, not full health, but some health. We are taken down, and Excadrill should be able to pick up from this range. let's see. Earthquake right here. I should have used the Unpheasant as a setup fodder, but I feared that it would use Swagger again. Emboar, we can one-shot Emboar. Level 64, not a problem, we outspeed. Let me take a sip of my water. Or 2 sips. Semi-poor water type, but we should one-hit KO it with an Earthquake. Oh, it survived. So we are taken down instead. What to do now? Magnezoned. Magnezoned at this range should be able to defeat it. Let's go for the Thunderbolt, predicting him to use full restore. Yeah, I think this is really troublesome, and he still has one Pokemon left. That's Electros. Electros, as we know, has fire type moves. Is it going for Flamethrower? It goes for Flamethrower. But we take it. We can't. Let's go for Thunder Wave. After this we can buy some time. As it finishes us off. I can't believe we struggled to beat him. That's a massive power jump from the Pokemon League to this. He's not as difficult as Iris, but regardless, he didn't get to move. Maybe we can hit it with a Night Daze and do some significant damage. We get an accuracy drop and a small heal. What does he have? HP recovery item, leftovers. So he's prepared. Imagine this would be hard mode. This battle would be much harder since it already is, so F is not to be underestimated. And he's gone. We really... Oh, here's the stage. Which run? Isn't that the one who's always... No. I really don't know all these extra link stuff that we keep getting. But let's heal first. We'll care about that later on. Let's first get on a bike and go somewhere else. I cleaned this route up a bit, so we don't need to worry about these trainers. We could go up here, but I don't think we have anything. There's not anything about the exploring. We can finally move here, and this is the White Town. And the way you get NPCs in this place, but no more wild Pokemon, is by keep battling the battle tree, which has insanely powerful trainers. But before we go there, we need some experience, because the trainers there scale up to 80 or something, but you do get experience, so that's a plus. Here we have a level 60 Meowth. Goes for the feint attack. We thunderbolted, and it's dead. Who's next? Glameow. Speaking of these cats, they both suck competitively this generation. I think I have never seen a single Persian sets generation for competitively, except in the later generations with its new form. Liepard is the most useful of these here, of the Pokemon she's using. Glameow, sick, fat, pure ugly. Bad Pokemon don't use pure ugly. There's really no benefit. It's fast. It hits decently hard, much harder than Persian, but there's no benefit in using this Pokemon. There are normal types with really low stats, even if you count Persian's Technician. What do you hit with Technician? But how much power do you get from Technician? It has 70 base attack and 65 base special attack. Finally, Earthquake. We may need it for... Let's see what's in the tall grass. In the shaking grass. An Audino. Killing Audino will give us a lot of experience. So Glameow is better than Persian, even if it's a bit slower. It's still faster than Latios and Latios, but you won't use them to outspeed Latios and Latios, let me say that. These Pokemon are really bad. Oh, that's why we got one hit KO'd. Our Magnezone has Magnet Pro. I was certain we had Sturdy, but I guess not. Because this ability is not really useful in here. Oh no, it's a Scrafty, level 55. I noticed when we were in the Victory World, all the trainers, except a few exceptions, had 2 Pokemon and they were all level 55. What was up with that? I wonder. Oh, she's checking her territory. Another Scrafty. There are a bunch of Scrafties here. I wish I could set up on and I could defeat them, because they may give some decent experience. We go here. Here. Let us use the browsing machine to be sure that we find every hidden item. I'm sure there's one and I could just check, but yes, an Ultra Ball. Let's see what we encounter here. A Sandslash. We don't want to fight a Sandslash. Level 62, that's really high. And it won't let us escape. I don't think Sandslash learns any useful ground type moves per level up. Which is kind of funny. But there's Swole, such an annoying Pokemon which keeps using Endure, wasting more time. I see, this is where I need to go. You can catch Wild Gligar here. We won't catch any Gligar here. Is there anything? No. Oh, there's something. It's a max potion. Let's see what this guy has. Hopefully we can take him down. If you want to transfer Pokemon, above is a huge building which lets you transfer Pokemon. Seedot, who becomes Shift Tree, got nerfed because of the explosion nerf. Sucker Punch, Colorful Sweeper is, I guess, something. It can learn Sword Dance, it can be a Sword Dance Sweeper, it can be a Nasty Pot Sweeper, Energy Ball, Sucker Punch, you have Seed Bomb, you have... Does it learn Night Slash? I don't know. Dark Pulse it can learn, Focus Blast it can learn, Brick Break it can learn. There are a lot of options for your Shift Tree. And Chlorophyll you probably use other Pokemon. Its Dream World ability is not useful, it's Pickpocket, it can steal an opponent's item, but it's really not efficient. Because stealing your opponent's item while you have none and you steal something you don't want will always usually get you punished for your greed, so you probably want an item from the start that is helpful instead of relying on something like that. Another 9 Sand Slash, you will run away from it. Meanwhile, the backpacker behind us has noticed us. Let's see what she has. Poochyena. Poochyena evolves into Mightyena, and Mightyena sucks this generation. Doesn't get any useful tech. You rely on your physical wall breaker set that doesn't even do a good job with wall breaking. Sucker Punch, Crunch, Elemental Fangs. I think that's pretty much it what it can learn. Torkoal. Torkoal is, I think, N-use primary Rapid Spinner, and it's a fire type, so it's weak to Rapid Spin, to Stealth Rock, and it's slow. And in a being weak to rock and having powerful water types, it will die. It's not a good Pokemon, and it doesn't hit hard enough because it doesn't even have Drought this generation, so it's even more worse than... It's probably the worst in this generation. No, next generation it's even more terrible. We are dead. Cubone becomes Marowak. Marowak can have an item that boosts its decent attack, double its decent attack, and a ground type Pokemon with powerful moves like Earthquake, Stone Edge. If it has Rock Head, you may use Double Edge. I think it can learn Fire Punch, and it really hits hard. It can learn Sword Dance to boost its already impressive attack. It's pretty good, but it's still NU. And it's slow. But it hits hard. So it is physically bulky, so it does have a niche. And maybe, I'm not sure if this thing is your Stealth Rocker, probably not. Can I heal somewhere? Let's go inside here. This is the place I was talking about, but we just go to the Pokemon Center and heal there first. We finally made it there, so considering these weak trainers are already forcing us to heal, the battle tree will be a real problem. What we need is to catch some of the legendaries because we will need their assistance to beat the grind of bit in the battle tree. The battle tree has some interesting things we may want to take advantage of. So there's the scientist we can now battle her. What does she have? I hope some psychic types. Gulpin. Gulpin evolves into what? I don't remember the name. We already talked about it in the other video. Makes defense, we attack from the special side, so it doesn't matter. And Gulpin is dead. Next up is the garbage bag Pokemon. We will destroy that. Let me guess, the next Pokemon is Mug or something. Another sludge Pokemon. This one goes for Amnesia. But another Thunderbolt that won't survive. Exactly. Next up is Magnezone. So it's a magnet showdown. So what should we do? Should we go for Thunder Wave? I think I will do that. Next, he can't attack. I will try switching into Zoroark, and it worked. So doesn't have Magnet Bolt, I guess. We go for our bird. It can't attack, and we retaliate with a fire type move. Maybe it survives because I'm sure this one has 30. Yes. It locked on. At this range we can just go for the Night Slash and take it down. Great. Now we get all the special attack IVs we need. Let's go down here. Here in this truck we can trade Ditto against Rotom. He might catch a Ditto, but not now. There's a Growlithe. Is this guy going to use just dogs? Because I don't like dogs. We already talked about the Growlithe line. Really good this generation, especially competitively. Not to be underestimated just because it's Yu-Yu. Houndour becomes Houndoom. Houndoom is not this good in... is more useful in Yu-Yu. In Oyu it has no place. It can absorb the fire type moves, but it doesn't have the bulk to stay alive. Also it doesn't. And dark type moves aren't that effective in the higher tier. In NU we're full of psychic types and fire weak Pokemon, it can spam its stab moves. Dark Pulse, Fire Blast and whatnot. Can go for a return here, let's see how much it does. Needs to recharge, that's lucky for us. I'm glad that we survived this. Yeah, that's great. I should have gone for the Drowsy Machine. Do these people have anything? Does the Saints have anything to say? Nothing. So we enter this famous place where we grind for items, for feathers and whatnot. But it seems like we missed. This guy is selling us a magic cup. We didn't buy it last time and we won't buy it this time. Yeah, with this we pretty much made it now. So the reason we couldn't go past back in the day is because our Rotom played a prank. Yeah. Regarding going back to what was it called? Going back to Houndoom. Houndoom learns a lot of interesting moves. You have Dark Pulse, you have Fire Blast, Flamethrower. You may want to slap Overheat, Nasty Plot to boost its special attack even higher. Counter, if you put a sash on it and let it hit by a physical attack, you can one-hit KO a random Pokemon, which may come in handy. So a lot of things. Is this going to be another empty hallway like last time? Okay. Hidden Power Ground is usually, Hidden Power Fighting is usually used. This guy is silent. No, I won't. What do you have to say? Nothing. And Taunt. You probably want to use Taunt. This guy is... what? He's thirsty, so let's give him. And he ran away. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Golden City. Sounds familiar. Do any of these people have something to say? A mass outbreak? We are now in our favorite place. It's a place where you can find a bunch of annoying kids. It wasn't because of the annoying kids that I don't like this place. This is where Virizion's resting place was. There's Wooper. Wooper becomes Quagsire, and Quagsire has Unaware, which allows it to set up and check some setup sweepers. Probably not something like... let's switch out here, because we can't take on Wooper with Magnezone. There's a lot of setup sweepers, probably like Haze it doesn't even need. Like Salamence. And the amazing thing about it, it's obviously water types get boosted by water moves, but I think it was more used in Yu-Yu, where the power level was a little bit smaller. You can use the curse set, where you can boost and your opponent can't boost to counter it. But more people use the defensive Scald set, Scald, Recover, Toxic and Earthquake, which is a lot of water types, water ground types use it in the generations later. This guy is not going to do anything either. This person won't let us through for some reason. It's like she protects this area because of the legendary Pokemon, but we can't. The Virizion we already caught it. Execute. I moves into Executor. Executor this generation, another Pokemon that got buffed, but also nerfed. So Explosion nerf hurt it. Chlorophyll. It's this one of the slower Chlorophyll users, but it can be effective under the sun to sweep with Solar Beam, Psychic, Hidden Power Fire and Sleep Powder, putting stuff to sleep. But there's also the Harvest set. Harvest recovers a berry 50% of the time under the sun every time. So you can just give it a citrus berry and make an annoying sub-toxic set, I think, with toxic leech seed set. Don't know if that's worth recommending. People tried it, but it wasn't that effective. Another Pokemon that can use the harvest sub-toxic leech seed set was Tropius, but Tropius is just worse. But it has a flying typing, so it has a niche in what it can check. So there's that, if you want to try that out. Let's beat that scientist. She doesn't have any Pokemon. Then how about this kid? Dragon Pokemon. Does she have a dragon type? A Dratini. I think I already talked about the Dratini line. They are pretty good this generation. Especially Dragonite with multi-scale and Wrestle really helped Dragonite. Rain and Sun probably was the best generation for us special set. We also talked about Garchomp. Really good Pokemon, one of the top tier dragons. Already dragons are insane this generation, and being one of the best dragons is always something. Salamence this generation is also busted. So you have your average mixed Dragon Dance set with Dragon Dance, Outrage, Earthquake and Fire Blast that uses Intimidate, but you can also run the Moxie set with with just you put a Scarf and then you outwit and kill pretty much anything. Okay, let's go. So we have some double battles here. Let's see what awaits us in this cave. And we will really benefit from having the school teacher and a Chansey. Chansey is going to give us lots of experience points. But we should take care of let Scoutland handle do Chansey while we handle Pinecone. And the Moxie set, every time you kill something you get stronger, as you probably know. With Dragon Dance, Outrage, Stone Edge and Earthquake, or replace Stone Edge with Fire Fang, you do a decent job. Some people just run a Scarf and then Outrage or Dragon Claw depending on the situation, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and they it snowballs quite fast. So Salamence this generation, a pretty good Pokemon, but I think it dropped a bit in popularity over the years because there are so many Dragon options that it gets slightly overshadowed. Pineco, level 1 Pineco with, I think it can learn Endeavor, can set up Stealth Rocks, no it's Pain Split. So you can cheese your way in competitive scenes with it. There's some cheese set, but mainly it's used as its evolution feral forward thrust, which is mainly using rapid spin to get rid of hazards. Check dragons with its steel typing, the sturdy it survives at least one hit, and then set up various kinds of hazards, with Stealth Rock, the Toxic Spikes, with regular spikes. With Earthquake you can KO to get some surprising KOs like an unsuspecting heat transit while it's to switch in. But also there's Volt Switch to pivot because it's a slow Pokemon, it comes last and then you get a free switch into something. But you can also run Gyro Ball because it's slowed, and so you get an extra kill if you if I can say so myself. And we defeated these two. Should we will get healed anyway, so we don't need to worry about stuff. Vigoroth got a small buff with Eviolite, so it can set up, bulk up, and then with its Sucker Punch, which is a move you get only in Gen 5, you can pick up on faster Pokemon, but it's relatively fast anyways. Goes for the reversal. Facade or Slash or Return can run. I think you can run some fighting type moves, but finally we got away. It's definitely better than its evolution, because slacking is so bad and it's getting worse each generation. Simply because losing a turn gets more annoying, and you don't want to lose a turn. Let's lost the Flash Cannon, the Petilit for the attack boost, special attack IVs, and then we'll run away if we can, and we do. Goes with a Steamroller. Now we can get away. And there she is, the Pokemon Ranger. We should be able to defeat her with relative ease. She has a Sudowoodo. I mentioned Sudowoodo benefited from a sturdy nerf, but suffered from the explosion nerf. It may survive this Flash Cannon. It's still a bad Pokemon for competitive, and in game it's slow, and I don't think you can catch a Sudowoodo anywhere. And if you can't, why would you? Gloom can evolve into two Pokemon, and both are not really good, even in Chlorophyll. So they don't see play, especially Blossom. Blossom loses the poison typing, becoming a growing monotype grass type, and it just doesn't hit hard. Giga Drain, Hidden Power Fire is what it relies on, and Sleep Powder, and I don't know what you would run as the last move, maybe a recovery, and Moonlight maybe. Vileplume is better, but still it's a freaking Vileplume. What are you gonna do with it? Bad. And you get stabbed on your poison move, the Sludge Bomb, but you don't hit anything relevant. You may run Hidden Power Fire, Giga Drain, Sleep Powder, and pretty much the same move, just that you have better typing. People don't even bother with Chlorophyll and use it with another move instead, which is, what was it called? Not move, but ability in Effect Spore, which speaks volume on how effective Vileplume is. It really needs a new move, if I'm honest. He went for he killed it for us. No thanks. So we accidentally attacked the Vigoroth, but we don't care about Vigoroth. If it survives, we run away. Then if we can get the experience too. Now we got the Max Repel. Is there anything else? Not really. We can get out of here. And another Petilil, and a Willipede. I think I slowly get the names. That's the Flash Cannon's Petilil, which he uses a physical move to kill it for us. What a nice dog, but it should have attacked the other Pokemon so we don't kill it by accident. Well, whatever. Who's that now? Another Vigoroth and a Petilil. By the way, if you don't evolve your Vigoroth to your Vigoroth with your Sloth, before you get Vigoroth, make sure the pre-evolution learns. I accidentally attacked the Vigoroth. Your pre-evolution learns Slack Off, so you can taunt, slack off, heal the damage, do some powerful fighting damage. I think fighting and but you have dark types, so you don't need to worry about that. Sucker Punch. What does it all learn? Oh, he didn't let us run away and Scoutland just killed it. Okay. Is there anyone as I expected? There's, and what does he have? 3 Pokemon? He leads off with this annoying... Ooh, it's Weeping Bell. So Weeping Bell evolves into Victory Bell, and Victory Bell is one of the Pokemon that really benefited from the chlorophyll viability thanks to Sun, because it 70 base speed is slow, but under the Sun it's insane. But more importantly, you get something much better, which is amazing grass type move, 120 base power, Solar Beam. But if you are worried because of Sun, you can run Leaf Storm or Giga Drain. Growth, go for the buff. Oh, this thing did a big mistake. This bear, we are going to kill it. Oh, Thrash, it may kill us before we can kill it. Yeah, said that a lot. Come on, one-shot it. Growth gives you +1 in attack and special attack, but on the side you get +2 in attack and special attack. And because it can have a mixed set, you can have Sucker Punch, Power Whip, you can run... I mentioned special attacks like Leaf Storm, Solar Beam, you can run... Can we outspeed it? No, we can't, so we will die. I can't believe we got destroyed by a Luxray. We will talk about Luxray soon. You can run Weather Ball, which under the Sun turns into a fire type move with 150 base power. Insane. Can take out quite annoying steel types that bother you. You can run Sludge Bomb, but you probably don't want to. And Sleep Powder, fast Sleep Powder to put annoying Pokemon to sleep. Really powerful, really annoying. Not much to say, I think, about Victory Bell. You can still run Hidden Power Fire if you want. If you want a reliable fire style, you can run Hidden Power Ice for the dragons. There are options, there's so much flexibility, and there's a small move syndrome in this regard. Mankey didn't get much of a buff this generation. It's still it's a U-turning fighting type of the lower tiers. It still hits hard with punishment in close combat, having perfect coverage, or Ice Punch giving it perfect coverage. Not much to say about that. A Groudon got a massive buff. It obviously has a Sword Dance and Dragon Dance with its Stab, Crab Hammer, Stab, Waterfall, Stab Crunch, and Superpower to take down certain bosses and threats. Maybe even aerialize, but what made Groudon better now is that it finally got adaptability, which gives it a +2 and stat boost when using a stab move instead of 1.5. Snubbull evolves into Grumble. Grumble didn't get anything this generation. It's still a discount Uzang, but well, it can be used defensively because it has Heal Bell, unlike Uzang. With Intimidate, you can check some bosses on Pokemon. Alright, let's run away from this. Let's now run away from these two. I'm curious what happens if this ranger sees Meditico. Oh, here he is. He can challenge us well. But if we do that, he can. Let's beat the crap out of him. Heal Bell or some normal type move and Earthquake. But it can also be used offensively with some normal type move. Be Body Slam, Return, or I don't know if it learns a Double Edge, I don't think so. Earthquake, Fire Punch, I don't know if it learns Ice Punch, probably, maybe Stone Edge, been a while, but usually you see the defensive set with Roar instead. Where it would probably Toxic or something. Let's finish it off with another Flash Cannon. Magnetize is not something I would run, but people do it on their on the Magnezone to make it on the steel types like Magnezone to be temporarily immune to certain moves, ground type moves to be exact. Here comes the Fire Blast Stab from Rapidash. Can we survive it? We do. Let's go for a return. I don't know how many times we took damage. Braviary really needs a bone to be strong. This is not going too well for it. I wish we had Flare Blitz. We are dead. The Flare Blitz animation has been improved, I see. And it's dead. But it's... and also experience go to Magnezone. Farfetch'd? Are you serious? Didn't get any buff from what I can tell. It can learn Brave Bird now. What an improvement. And we get a Lumberry. Let's go up here. And here we have a veteran and two veterans that are going to challenge us to a Pokemon match. Let's see what they have. Oh, 6 Pokemon in total. Ludicolo, I already mentioned it, and a Swift Swim in the rain is insane, but even its other ability, a Rain Dish, makes it relatively broken with Leech Seed, Rain Dish heals, then Scald burns us, Protect to protect itself, and sometimes Substitute to be annoying, or as offensive sweeper with Hydro Pump. What else? Oh, you can learn Fake Out if you want to be even more annoying. Ice Beam, Giga Drain, the buff Giga Drain really hits hard. Energy Ball is another option, or Hidden Power of some choice. A Steel type. This may be troublesome. He sends out Magmortar. Can we one hit KO it? Okay, it's faster than us. We may die here. Magmortar hits really hard. Goes with a super power, this dog. On the Magmortar? Why? I don't understand. Well, it's dead, so we can worry about it later. This Thunderbolt does a decent amount, and he's rushing away the dog. There's Leafeon. Leafeon. Leafeon has massive defense. She switches out. Oh, a Eevee, one of the worst Pokemon. And then it goes for Leaf Blade on our Scoutland, which is dead, and we go for Flash Cannon on the Leafeon, and it does take it quite well. Now, yeah, Minccino is on our side. Let's go for another Flash Cannon, but she is attacking 2 times. Okay. Why are you even bothering? And will it be taken down? This Minccino quite bulky. No, I don't fear the Eevee. We probably can check it. Now it sends out the Crobat. I think the Eevee may have a fire or ground type move. Cross poison from Crobat, okay. And Earthquake from, as I expected, from Eevee. If it likes Earthquake so much, maybe we can help out. Let's handle it with Extrachad. He sent out, we get Watchhog on our side and Extrachad. So if it has Earthquake at once, we can deliver. I will be fine with damaging this Watchhog. Earthquake, it's faster than us. I didn't expect to be outsped by a freaking Eevee, but it dared to challenge my Pokemon speeds. Let's show him Extrachad. We take down the Watchhog, we don't need that, and we take down the Eevee. The Crobat should be the last Pokemon. We get another level up. Oh, Ludicolo. I forgot about that. The Rock Slides. One of them will be hit for certain. Sunny Day. Okay, that was unexpected. And what is he going to do with the Sunny Day? Now he sends up Rain Dance. Really random? Is that Hydro Pump. Okay, he wanted to boost the water type move. And I guess it has Swift Swim? No, it has Rain Dish. So we can kill it without worries. And let's send out Brave Bird. Brave Bird at this range should just, I realize, kill it. Fine. Oh, Fortress, another Pokemon was awaiting us. Will it explode? I will switch out to Zoroark, and we will, I think from this range we can. Goes for Double Edge, okay. From this range we can kill it with Flamethrower. Even if it's weakened by the rain, it's still a neutral hit. And it's dead. It's a super effective hit, I think. We heal some, but doesn't really make much of a difference. Because we get healed anyways. That's the total amount of HP we gained. Can't get... Who's that Pokemon? Oh, we found a Petilil and another Swablu. Let's Flash Cannon the Petilil and so we don't need to worry about the Swallow. Because from here we can just run away. Okay, there are two trainers. Oh, another Petilil. Let's send out our teammates and intimidate them. Our Flash Cannon should do the job. Or he will deal with it for some reason with strength, and we just lost Flash Cannons the other Pokemon. If it isn't that, I'm not bothering. Goes for the double edge for some dumb reason. Almost died, but I'm not going to give it the finishing blow. So what build do they have? These kids. Oh, another 14. So Nidoran and Cascoon. Cascoon evolves into Dustox, and Dustox didn't gain anything important this generation. It's still a defensive. Oh, it got Quiver Dance. Try boosting that 50 base power to make use of useless bug and poison type moves. Won't work. Instead, both Nidoran got Sheer Force, and that's the ability of choice. Don't use any other Nidoking or Nidoqueen. Always use Sheer Force, boosting all the secondary attack effect Pokemon. Fire Punch gets boosted, Thunder Punch gets boosted, Ice Punch gets boosted, Rock Slide gets boosted. Oh, there we have it. Nidoking and fully evolved a Scolipede. Thunderbolt, Fire Blast, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, Thunder, Ice Beam, Blizzard. Water Pulse, which you probably don't use. Sludge Bomb, Earth Power. You can run physical is usually expected to be stronger, but many use the special set because they higher base power and stab. A lot of stab moves get boosted, and it hits insanely hard, especially. So people use the special set instead. But you miss out on Sucker Punch, on Nidoking, but you don't need it. And Mega Horn, you could have used on Nidoking. Nidoking probably wants the superpower, but can get away with not using it. Nidoking also likes to use Toxic Spikes, using some defensive set with Poison Heal or Slickoon, which I was into. Beautifly, we will talk about Beautifly soon. And meanwhile, in Nidoking and Nidoking can both run Life Orb without taking the damage, as long as they use something like Earth Power, which has a secondary effect, which these secondary effects are ignored. They are really high tier Pokemon. Not top tier, but still RU to UU tier. All you need to need is catch a female Nidoran with Hustle, and then you can breed what the natures you want. So we defeated them both. Beautify gets that ability called. Didn't get anything new besides a Bound Mushroom. Don't need that. Beautifly got Quiver Dance, but it can take advantage of it really well. So you probably don't use it. But Beautifly was classed by Butterfree and even by Morphin in that regard, because it doesn't have any flying type coverage. And you use it's low, and you use Bug Buzz on it, not really that effective. You are even better off using Masquerain, because Masquerain at least can learn Hydro Pump. It can also learn Giga Drain. It can also learn Bug Buzz, but it's slightly faster than that it has Air Slash. I think Beautifly can't even learn Sleep Powder, which makes it even worse. Not sure, at least in Generation 3 it couldn't, maybe it can now, or in Gen 5. We talk about Gen 5 soon. Oh, that doesn't matter. It also has bad abilities, like, what's a Dream World ability? Your Rivalry? Bad. You rely on your opponent's gender to get a good power up or not. And we are finally here. And here's the Sage, who just rattled us, and what does he do? He reminds us that he stole the Dragon Skull, which from the other game. I can't believe they are allowed to bombs without voice. And here we got the evolution item for Porygon and Grass Knot, which may come in handy. Oh, she hit in the grass. Let's see what she has. 3 Pokemon. Pokemon Ranger Melter, Munchlax. We already talked about Snorlax in the previous video. This is the first time Snorlax dropped in viability. Kinda sad. Still a really good Pokemon that hits hard, tanks hard, has good coverage, but you know, Hidden ability I don't know, but it's Glutton. In this generation Glutton won't help you much because you don't have the upgraded berries from generation 7. Zip Strike. Can't defeat this Zip Strike. Should I? Let's switch to Masuda. Let's see if we... Oh, we got 2 for discharge. Well done, Masuda, you did a great job. Next we can send out Extrachad and one-hit kills. Next is Cricketune in this generation is just another boring, physically attacking bug type. Like it's just an inferior Pinsir, and Pinsir is already pretty bad this generation. Well, it's not bad, but there are much more better Pokemon. It's completely outclassed by Heracross. So this thing is far worse. This, yeah, we are pretty much done here. We can now move to the next route. Does this kid have anything? We will fight this old clean. Burmy, I already talked about the Burmadams are all bad. They don't do anything significant. Maybe you can use Stealth Rock with the Steel one. I don't know if it can learn Stealth Rock this generation, but the Trash form is the best form. It's a lot of trash is bad. We talked about Paris, we talked about Mothram, who has now Quiver Dance, Bug Buzz, and Hidden Power Ground. This time I'm certain it's Hidden Power Ground, and yeah, slash U-turn. Lots. Cypher. Great Pokemon. And you have Technician, and it's the only ability that matters. If Technician boosted Aerial Ace, you hit hard, you have U-turn, you can break. You can run the Sword Dance set with... You can run the Sword Dance set with Bug Bite, and we will talk about more later. I will end the video right here and we will see each other next time.